It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Jaguars and the Jets on Thursday night.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll have this past the 30. Good start. One play, 10 yards.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ball again on second down.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. Now Lawrence on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Lawrence. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Touchdown Jaguars. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
There's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 88 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Newton to throw. He completes it to Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson. ...19 yards away. And the Jets have moved out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Holding. Receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jaguars at 8-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A handoff for ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things and look away with a win.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past. The first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Newton. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Newton. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a dangerous throw there is and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
46. For him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On play action, Lawrence. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37. play in this first half.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Lawrence on the sneak.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Lawrence will throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So
we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in the huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 41, Newton. Open man is Uzama.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful. Into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down. Newton complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Newton now to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not. Get across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
Why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to 48. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hall again on second down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Hall again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Newton. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? Time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Play action. It's Lawrence. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what you're...
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Alec Ingold, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for my myself.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard.